Hello to all my beautiful Tauruses tuning in today for your channeled messages and guidance reading. I hope you're all well and feeling amazing. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful and it provides you the kind of guidance or clarity that you need at this time. Everything you guys need to know about me and the channels in the description box below, as well as my contact details, guys. If you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. So, channeled messages and guidance. This was a reading request from one of our beautiful viewers that we have here on Soul Embers on YouTube. And I've not really done one of these in a very, very long time. You won't see a lot of cards being pulled in this reading. This is primarily focusing on energy. It's channeled messages. I'll be working a lot with polarity and frequency, tuning into your energies, trying to get an understanding of where you currently are, what blocks there may be, and how you can go bridging the gap between where you are to the best outcome based on the energy and the messages that I'm channeling. And of course, I'll offer some guidance on that. Now, this can apply to any area of your life, guys. If the message hits home for you, you'll know. And if this is the type of reading that you are interested in seeing more of, just comment that in the comment section below and I'll make it one of the regulars, okay? All right, let's jump into it, Taurus, and let's have a look and see. First of all, where are we at? Who am I connecting with energetically? Where are we sitting? What are the channeled messages? What are the messages for Taurus? What's going on with Taurus at this time? What is it that we need to know? Okay, so Taurus, we're starting something new. Sorry guys, I just need to close the door. Okay. So you've picked the card number 1, and I'll hold it up to the camera for you. And these are beautiful cards. For those of you that have been with me for some time would know I've mentioned this before. These are fractal images. And they really do, when looking at these images, they expand our consciousness and, you know, help us tune into our high frequencies. So for those of you that don't know what fractals are, just look it up and you'll see how they help us tune in. Okay, so beautiful colors. Have a look at this card. What emotions does it trigger in you? What thoughts? What does the number 1 mean for you? Does it mean something specific? What do you see in that image? You know, take a screenshot and sit with that card and meditate on that energy. But when I look at this, to me, it looks like something completely different, something completely new. I feel that it's the birth of, I guess, a new way of being, a new way of existing, a different perspective, a complete change of focus. I'm getting a lot of root chakra type of energy here, grounding, stability, about safety and survival. So I'm feeling that you may be coming, Taurus, from a time where your emotional state was deeply affected by your surroundings and environment, and that could have to do with your intimate relationships, it could have to do with family, it could have to do with children, whichever way it applies to you if it resonates. But what would happen is the minute there were changes in your external environment, it would really affect your core compass, your inner compass, and the direction that you were going. Maybe potentially you would be the type of person that would like to please and be really giving and loving and nurturing, which is such a beautiful, beautiful trait of Taurus. But what I'm feeling here is when there were changes in those people around you or the circumstances around you, it would directly affect the stability within your your own vessel, your spiritual home. It would cause you to feel really scattered. Your commitments, maybe, or your responsibilities would kind of waver, and you'd have to find yourself having to pull back your energy, reset, refocus. So what I'm feeling at the moment is that, you may have felt that there may have been extremes. For example, when you're either extremely giving, and when things don't work out in I guess they don't have a positive outcome, you pull back all your energy, and it's that sense of not finding that right equilibrium. You may have resorted to addictions at times, you know. You may have even experienced financial losses or money issues. It really does affect low self-esteem and feelings of insecurities. So this is when our base chakra is actually, or our root chakra is actually imbalanced. And I feel that now you're going into a time where you're starting to find that equilibrium between one extreme polarity, which is the receiving polarity, and the other extreme, which is the take action to build and create and conquer type of energy. A good idea for this is to surround yourself with, a lot of red color. It really inspires you. It wakes you up. Even red gemstones are helpful, Spending time in nature can be very helpful as well. Being active and making sure that we're getting enough sleep so that we can rest and receive the messages and the downloads from spirit. So very beautiful card. And when I look at this, it's a path unfolding into something brand new. But let's read the definition from the card and see what that's about. Angelic being. Your angelic being has been with you since the day of your birth and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. Your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. They are trying to communicate with you now. In a whisper of gentle guidance, you may hear your name being called or feel the subtle touch of a feather or a tender tickle. You may see a sign on a billboard, a magazine, or even on TV. Keep your awareness open to the message they are bringing you. So basically, it is time for change. There is a shift. You can feel it. I sense that there is an element of boundaries being built here. A new approach in your love life, with your relationships. If you're in an existing relationship with someone, it may be things are not working. You're being negatively affected by the lack of your boundaries or certain aspects of that person and how they show up. So this is really about making those changes so that you can find that stability, and your angels are with you. So look out for those signs and synchronicities. Comment below if this is something that really does resonate. So I'll hold up both the card and the definition, and you can take a screenshot of that and just sit with that energy and see what it does for you. Let the energy flow, let the messages filter through, and then you can process them, jot them down, and you can process them as the days go on. All right, let's pull out a couple of cards on that one. It's the end of a very, very, very painful time in your life, Taurus. This is about, to me, with the energy that I'm channeling today, this is definitely about repeating cycles, repeating behaviors, and attracting the same type of scenarios. Maybe the people are different, maybe the locations are different, the environment, the external environment is different, but what remains the same is the feeling you get at the end of the at the end of that situation. It's that same feeling of lack. It's that same feeling of not being respected, of not being appreciated, of not being heard in the way you need to be heard, of not being able to belong or intimately connect, right? All those kinds of things. If any of those things trigger something with you that I just said, and you look back and you see that with each scenario you ended up feeling those things, it's about coming to the end of that. So really positive outlook ahead, Taurus. It is the end. And with that, we go from the ending being number 10 to this amazing new beginning being number 1, with your angels on your side. Your guides are there to send you the signs so that you can follow the path they're trying to lead you down, so that you can then move into a space, a vibration, an energy of opportunity. So the higher frequencies are trying to tell you opportunity exists. If you change your perspective, then, and you tune into that frequency that the universe is abundant and it provides, then I will open my mind up to see those opportunities, you know. And when I see those opportunities, I'll see that I have a choice. I'll take them and I'll start that new beginning with the Two of Wands. So absolutely beautiful. I love this. So let's have a look and see what for you to really work through this and embrace it and really gain some momentum with it. Let's have a look and see what energy do you need to let go of and surrender so that you can really, you know, kick this off. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. And funny that it says that, because when I first started this reading, I remember mentioning that, you know, you might find that you are so nurturing, and it's such a beautiful quality of yours, Taurus, that you're so unbelievably giving, and you want those to be around you to be happy. But when their energy shifts or their focus changes, it immediately affects your internal world, your stability. So I'm going to hold that up for you. You can take a screenshot of that as well. Sit with that message, meditate on that energy, let the messages flow through, journal, whatever best resonates with you. And the message is, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Very, very beautiful. Because with this change, with this ending coming about, in order for you to actually embrace these new opportunities, we need to break those habits from the past. And one of the ways that we can do that is by staying true to ourselves and being effective communicators from a space of love, but with our standards at the forefront, by expressing what our standards are and what we want for ourselves, and then disengaging from conversation rather than engaging in conversation that will enable other parties to, I guess, try and change your mind, right? Hope that makes sense. I'll give you an example, actually, a way to express your standard or a boundary from a space of love would be, you know, let's say you're dealing with someone that drinks regularly, okay? Could be an alcoholic, let's say, and you weren't aware of it, and it's a hard limit for you. So you could turn around and say to this person, look, ultimately, it makes me feel very uncomfortable to be around people, not you, people. So we're focusing on the problem or our standard rather than the person. So it makes me feel uncomfortable. It's really not something I want to be around. It's not good for my soul. So I understand you like to drink. That's your choice. I would choose to not be around you when you're drinking, though. And that is you basically just expressing your standard and disengaging and then standing by your word, right? That's just an example, guys. I thought I'd bring it up. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below if this message resonates, how you work with this type of energy. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out in the comment section. Someone else out there might be able to provide something helpful that will, you know, really make a change in your life. So yeah, have a great day. Bye, Taurus.